In this episode, we talk about motorhomes versus travel trailers.
We're going to look at the pros and cons of each one and share with you which one we've chosen to go with and why. So we're getting ready to hit the road, and so we need to get an RV. So, looking at motorhomes. Some of the pros that we've found include it drives just like a regular vehicle. So, that's something we're familiar with. Because of that, it's a lot easier to maneuver around a city.
Yeah, there's no pivot point like with a trailer that makes it hard to go around sharp turns or back up.
Yeah. And then while you're driving, you have access to all of your stuff all the time, including a bathroom, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, in theory, you never have to stop.
Except to get fuel. And then when you get to your destination, all you have to do is park your vehicle. And because of that, you have less setup time.
Yeah, there's still a little bit of setup, but a lot less than with a trailer.
Yeah.
So what are the downsides of a motorhome? I'd say the first one would probably be cost. They do tend to be more expensive than a truck-trailer combo.
Yeah, you're looking at least $100,000.
Yeah. Also, they don't tend to be as fuel efficient, so you're spending more on gas too. Then, when you go to your site and set up, all of a sudden if you want to go into town or go on a hike or something like that, how are you going to get there? If it's outside of biking distance, all of a sudden you've got to have another tow vehicle with you. So you've got two engines, two sets of maintenance. Exactly. So, yeah. And finally, if the worst happens and your motorhome breaks down, all of a sudden you have no place to live. So you've got to look for a hotel or a friend's place where you can crash when your motorhome is in the shop.
And there are insurance plans that'll help cover those costs, but you're up for a bit of a hassle still.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what are the advantages of a trailer? Well, first off, I would say cost is a big advantage. Overall, a truck-trailer combo does tend to be less expensive than a motorhome.
Absolutely. If you get a used truck, you can pay like half the cost of a brand new one. Same with trailers, or even if you still get a brand new trailer, the added cost of a truck and a trailer is still going to be less than like a motorhome.
And one of the big advantages is that once you have your trailer parked, you've got your tow vehicle that you can just go anywhere then to get your groceries, pick up supplies, go on little mini trips around the area.
Yeah.
So that's really nice too.
Exactly.
You've also got more storage potentially, especially when you're traveling, if you can put things in your truck bed. And finally, you have a little bit more ground clearance as well than a typical motorhome. And that lets you get into some of those trickier spots.
Yeah, especially if your tow vehicle has 4x4, which probably most would. Yeah. Some of the drawbacks to having a travel trailer are that there's a much steeper learning curve for being able to use it. While you're driving, you don't have access to all your stuff. So if you need to get into your trailer, you have to stop.
Yeah, park.
Yeah.
Possibly move out a slide.
Yeah. When you do stop or want to move, you have to hitch or unhitch.
Even if the weather's bad.
Yes.
Even if it's pouring rain.
Yes. So have some rain gear. And then finally, because of all of these things, it takes a bit longer to set up and to break down.
Fifth wheels are another good option, except they tend to cost a little bit more. You need a larger truck, and you lose the bed space in your truck as well.
So then we had to start thinking about how we actually travel and how we want to travel with our RV. We're actually planning to half time, so that means about 6 months of the year. We plan to move quite a bit slower.
Yeah, probably staying most places at least 2 weeks, maybe even like a month.
We really like to go on day trips when we're in a spot. So we do definitely want to have the capability of parking our home and then going off to explore.
And we know that a lot from the big road trip that we did going down the West Coast. We kind of liked having our home base and doing a lot of little day trips from there.
Yeah. And then lastly, we are RV newbies completely. So for us, lower cost will be definitely a benefit. It means there's less risk, less commitment in case we don't like it. But just in case, start small, right?
Yep.
So, drum roll. If it isn't obvious already, we're going with the
travel
trailer. Yes.
I think that's going to suit our lifestyle the best.
So now we are on the hunt for a travel trailer. So if you have recommendations for brands, specific models even, please let us know and we will definitely check them out. And then coming in the future, we will do a video on some of the travel trailers that we have looked at. Give you some tours.
Yeah, and of course, if you liked this video, be sure to give the thumbs up or share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already.
Yeah.
We really appreciate the support.
And we also want to know what you want to see more of, so please leave some comments.
And remember, when you roam, everywhere is home.
Some of the drawbacks to having a trailer travel. Drum roll.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Hey, you just gave it away.